So as I build up these glasses now, layer by layer, as accessories on top, right? I can mask out with my selection tool the areas I want to paint. So now I want to paint within the lenses a little bit. So I'm going to select the inverse. So now, even though I'm on a blank layer, it will only let me paint inside of those frames, right? And it looks like I can do some highlights. I got to kind of look at my partner's glasses here and then pick where the highlight should go. Kind of framing her face a bit. Right there. Right here. Little reflections of the environment around. Just make it look like glass. There's going to be a slight highlight on the inside to show the curvature of the lens. This is all with just a standard brush. And I'm doing this at only 16% opacity, right? Same sorts of things on the other side. Very strong glare right there, just like there's a strong glare right there. And on her cheek. And by using low opacity brushes over the top and kind of blending in with different colors, you're starting to get a sense of what refined painting can be, even though I'm just trying to get these glasses working. Okay, so now I'm going to use a darker shadow and work within those lenses. And you see that using low opacity brushes just automatically blends things. It's incredibly effective at blending to use low opacities with different colors. And if I need to, I can always soften the brush too. You get some of these shadows on the other side, like around the eye. In towards the bridge. And then I'm liking it and I'm wanting to paint outside of the glasses, but nope, right now I'm just working within the glasses. And this is showing you the difference between soft edges and hard edges, right? Okay, so you can see what a difference that low opacity layer made. And then I can play with its opacity and with its blending mode. You know, to make them darker glasses or not. So that looks the most like sunglasses, but I think I liked just kind of the artsiness of linear light here. Right. But I could also duplicate and layer them up a little bit. Okay, now that's just the inside of the glasses. Now I got to deal with the frames. Which are here. So I'm not going to do a duplicate of the frames, but what I'm going to do is select around them with contiguous turned off. And I'm going to redraw this one edge, which for some reason it doesn't want to capture. There we go. Trim that away. Okay, now I'm going to select the inverse, and on a new painting layer, I'm going to work on painting these frames. So this is with subtlety again. So where are the highlights on the frames? They're going to be pretty small. Well, let's do the shadows first. So let's get something pretty dark, a dark blue. And let's get it even darker than that. And I'm going to hit the immediate inside of the frame. So this is using selections as a mask. I'm not filling it in with all one dark color. What I'm trying to do is just get the edges around the lenses and darken those. So you'll see the difference that makes right there. And now I can do the same with highlights. Make my brush a little bit smaller. And mechanical things are so hard because they're so precise. So I might make a smaller brush. Come on. All right. So this is kind of our introduction to what we'll be doing beginning of next class, which is the refined painting on top of this rough painting. And what you need to get to by next class to keep up is to just make sure you have all the white space kind of filled in for your chosen subject. All right. Just need a little bit of a highlight up here, and then I'll be ready. Up and then maybe a little bit down here. Okay, now I can play with these two layers against each other for the glasses. Right, so I'm going to take this one down a little bit in opacity. Just to soften them a bit. And then I can take this one down a little bit in opacity, which is my highlights and shadows. Set it to overlay. No, normal. So instead of taking it down to opacity, let me just play with its levels and just brighten its midtones. There we go. Give it a little bit more contrast, and then I'm going to play with its color temperature. It's shifting it. All right, and then I'm going to do the same by warming up the hue of the highlights. Giving them a little bit more color. Good. All right, we're getting there. Okay, so next we'll work on more refined painting on the top. And so far, so good. Save your work. And I'll post my progress so far. Right. And I'm going to put all these glasses into one layer. These are my accessories. So that my painting can have glasses or not have glasses. Ooh, I have an idea. In our last minutes, I'm going to take this layer, I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm going to change it into halftones, because that would be a cool little effect. So I go to Filter Gallery, Halftone Pattern. Play with the size and contrast. That. Okay, and then there we go. So it gives that little halftone texture within the lenses. All right, that's enough. Save it, and we'll pick it up next time. Take care. See you guys on Monday. What happens? Okay, let me stop the video.